What is up? Thank you for stopping into my video. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
If you could watch the whole video, I'd really appreciate it. But I want to do one of these like talking head therapy things because it really helps me get my thoughts out of my head. And if you can, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm gonna keep saying until I hit it. I just hit 5,000 just earlier, like yesterday, the day before. If you can, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out. Let's get into this video. The topic is about Hopopono. Hopopono. I feel like that one lady who can't say hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
Oh no. Ho'opopo'ono. I think that sounded right. It's a Hawaiian word. It's I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, and I love you. I was thinking about implementing Ho'oponopono. Kind of implementing this into weight loss, implementing it into my life, implementing it into just everything I do. And just, I really love this concept because I really didn't start making actual real progress in my weight loss or even fixing my life and me getting back to who I was, getting back to who I am before I was bedbound, before all the medical problems, before there was no before I was fat, because I've always been fat, I've always been big, and I've always had this question of how am I supposed to live a healthy, fit life when I've never done it before in my life. It was high school, but I was just a kid. I was forced to go to school. I was forced to do these sports. I was forced to do all this. But when I became an adult, it was like I was 300 pounds or something, 300 and something pounds when I got out of high school. Then college, I was about the same. But then once I became 21, I was in the 400s, rolled around 400 to 430, 440. And never really got above the 450 mark. And when I became bedbound, that's because I was always active. I was always doing something. And when I was in the 20s, it was always clubs and dancing and moving around and doing stuff. And I had a job where I stood up 8 hours, 6 hours out of the day. And I was a table games dealer, so we stood up. And just being very active in my 20s. In my early 30s to mid 30s, I was bedbound. And eating the same kind of food I did, but with zero activity. You're bound to gain weight and get in that depression mode. You just ate more. I'm not blaming anyone. I stopped doing that. That was me. No one put the food in my mouth but me. No one chose Burger King over actually cooking meals at home but me. I'm not saying Burger King, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, all these places are because I'm fat. Because I'm the one who chose to eat those places. I'm the one who chose to go to KFC and churches and Popeyes instead of going home and learning how to use an air fryer or baking chicken at home. Because if I just learned how to cook and learn how to do that stuff at home, I don't know, my life would have been different. But the thing I have to remember is that I had to go through all that stuff. I had to go through that bedbound, not learning how to cook, not learning how to do all that to get to who I am today, to get where I am and what my life is like and how I think and what my views on the world is. And I go through all that to get to who I am right now. And before, I didn't even know how many calories make up 1 pound of body fat. It's 3,500 now. Just learning the basics of the basics, because I was on a podcast and I was explaining to him that at the very beginning, I knew what a protein was. I heard the word and people are like, you need to have more protein. But if you put like a piece of broccoli, some peas, a fruit, a piece of steak, and all this different foods on there and said, point to me which ones might have protein in it, I'd be like, all of them? None of them? It's a trick question. I really didn't know what foods actually contain protein. I didn't know what fats were, or I didn't know that what a carb actually was, and I didn't know that there's so much things I didn't know. And now that I'm learning it, that maybe I could further down in my life get certified for dietitian, nutritionist, something along that lines, and teach people, help people. But I want to get there first myself, because I could get all the certifications right now and get it and preach about this, and this food is great, that food is good, this one's bad, this one will help you lose, but I'm still 400 plus pounds. And people really want to take advice from someone like that. type of thing. But let's get back to this hopopo'ono. It's, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, and I love you. Now, I told myself that I love myself. That's when I really started making progress, is me saying, I love you, Bill. If you didn't know, that's my name. I love you, Bill. You're awesome. You're amazing. Look how cool you are. Look how many people respect you. Look at what you do in your life, and you're just awesome. I love you. I made more progress loving myself than I did hating myself, because when I hate myself, it just felt weird. I'm gonna do this workout because I hate myself. I hate myself because I'm fat. I hate myself because of this. I hate myself because of that. But when I'm like, I love myself enough to change my life. I love myself enough to, nutrition, to learn the value of exercise, and to learn the value of lifting weights, to learn the value of friendship, enough sleep, enough water, enough, so much of these things, and that I got that part down. I know that I love myself. I know that I'm going to be taking care of myself. My health is a big priority now in my life, if not one of the number one, number two things in my life. And that's the way it should be. Your health should be on top. And telling myself, I forgive you, that's a big thing that's really hard for me. I don't know if it's a guy thing. I don't know if it's a Native American thing. I don't know if it's a minority thing. I don't know if it's like a Washingtonian thing. I don't know if it's Pacific Northwest. I don't know. But saying I forgive you is just really hard for me. And I don't even know why. But it is. And let's get to the thank you. I want to start saying thank you to myself. I want to start saying thank you for learning all this stuff. Thank you for being, my number one priority now. Thank you for telling myself this stuff, to heal myself, to make myself up and moving, and telling myself thank you. Thank you, arms, for being by my side at all times. Thank you to my legs for always supporting me. And thank you for my fingers. I could always count on you. Saying thank you to myself. If you didn't know, that was a really terrible joke, but I think it's funny, and especially more funny that I just said it seriously. Hold on. I want to interrupt you one more time, and I just want to say, can you please hit that subscribe button? Can you please subscribe to the channel? It's really going to help out. I have a goal to hit 10,000 subscribers, so hit that follow button, and now let's get right back to the video. Love you. Saying I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, and I love you. Those are some really, really powerful things to do to yourself, to help you progress, to help you get better, to help you just... It's not just for weight loss. It's not just for your health. It just could just be implemented into anything in your life. And it's just a really powerful thing that I came across. I couldn't even tell you how I came across it. I was just searching YouTube videos, and then I was searching things that they were talking about online. And then I just went down this rabbit hole of connecting dots to what they're saying to what was happening. And then all of a sudden I came across this, and I fell in love with it. I know if you're watching this video, you're probably on weight loss, or you're probably on some sort of health journey, or you're going through something, or I don't know what you're going through, but just, you're doing a good job. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself that I love you. Tell yourself that you're thankful for everything that's going on. I know it's really hard. I know I had a hard thing with this. I know there's people out there who also are going to have a hard time doing that. And loving yourself is really hard. I know out there, if I told people, make a list of everything that you love, people would put down their mother, their father, their wife, their kids, their car, their shoe collection, their books, their whatever. But how far down the list will people actually put themselves? And yourself should be up there in number one, number two, extremely high up there. But most of the time, we never put ourselves up there on the list of things that we love. And I really think that should change.